The ongoing conflict in Syria has displaced up to 3 million people. The death toll is on the rise amid continued fighting in civilian-populated areas. Christian Barros, permanent representative of Chile to the United Nations, says the United Nations Security Council wants all sides to end violations of international law.
The members of the Security Council expressed their grave concern over the violation and abuses of human rights and violations of international humanitarian law, including the attacks on the civilians in Syria, and called on the parties to the conflict to refrain from such attacks and respect their obligation under international law and the relevant UN Security Council resolutions.
Barros also described the situation for millions of Syrian refugees in hostile weather conditions.
They are alarmed by the humanitarian impact of winter storm on the Syrian population, particularly refugees and internally displaced persons, as described by the UN Secretary General. They note that the UN's winterization plan remains 40 million underfunded.
Funding for the programs to aid Syrian refugees is decreasing. Dutch Minister of Foreign Affairs Konders says this makes the situation far worse for millions of displaced Syrians.
That means the Syrian refugees from different communities are received well. It doesn't mean that they don't live in a very difficult situation. We see an underfinancing of the United Nations system. We see that they get a lower budget than before.
The report to the Security Council indicated that the foreign-backed militants continue their practices of torture, kidnapping, and slaughter of civilians with the intent of overthrowing the Syrian government. Caleb Maupin, Press TV, New York.